Right, test number two. Okay, testing again. Uh, I was working on the chat just then, trying to make sure I had it right. If anybody that's watching is in the chat, if you can see if you can type, please. Want to get that worked out. First thing, see if I can get the chat working properly. See, we got 5 people in already. Appreciate y'all getting on. Uh, if you're on already, that means you follow the channel and you more than likely subscribed, and just know that I am grateful. Really am. Caddyshack, David Thomas. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys being on here, man. Um, Mad Catter, what's up, man? So obviously I'm not fishing tonight, so don't get your hopes up too much. It's Sunday night. Kids are out here playing in the yard, and did a little fishing Saturday night. We'll talk about that. But I got, a little bit of exciting news that we're going to be talking about, going over, pertaining to this YouTube channel and where we're going with it. Um, so we'll get into that here. But I just wanted to check, make sure the live chat was up and going, which it appears to be. Another thing is Wendell, what's up, brother? Um, so another thing is I live, if any of you guys know exactly where I live, I live in Bluntstown, Florida, which is the halfway point between Tallahassee and Panama City. However, it's a little small town, and I live well outside of that little small town. And we have very, very, very bad internet connection. So here's my next question. Does it seem like I am lagging very bad? Is this relatively clear? Um, that's kind of one of the big things that I want to know tonight is as we get going and get a few people on, how many people are, how you're able to hear me. Clear, looks good. That's what I'm talking about. So that is, one of my worries. So I do have an office in Bluntstown. I do construction throughout the week, and we have really good internet up there, high speed internet. And so I have the option to go into town if I need to do a live stream, but really want to do it here at the house. So here's why. And there are a lot. There's I won't say there's a lot. There's a handful of different people, here on YouTube. A lot of my good friends, uh, who do different kinds of live streams and Facebook live streams, YouTube live streams, weekly shows, different things, and everybody kind of has their own niche. Um, and my niche has always been fishing live. Many of y'all have probably been on there before on our Facebook channel where we go fishing live on Facebook, man, and we get hundreds of people in there watching, and it's just like you're on the boat with me. We have a real good time, and we'll have sponsors jump in and hooks and hammocks. What's up, man? So we'll have sponsors jump in and we'll give something away, and it's pretty awesome, and you guys get to catch fish with me sometimes. Sometimes y'all get to struggle with me when we don't catch fish, but while we're out there chasing those big catfish. So, as some of you know from my videos, we have me and my wife. We have 5 kids together. So there's a lot of times during the week. Right now, we got baseball, softball every night, school functions, you name it. Most of y'all 100% completely understand because you have those same things going too. And, it makes it really hard to, it's funny because most of the time when I go live fishing, there's a lot of people get on, they say, man, I'm sitting at the house, kids are in bed, or, I got a sick one, or we got a field trip tomorrow, we got to be in bed early, and, we're just watching some live fishing. So I've had a lot of people who have supported, this channel, and our Facebook page, which is Size Matters Fishing, over the years, and a lot of people, have enjoyed what we do down here in Florida. I do things sometimes a little different. So that being said, I kind of plan on doing more live streams from the house. Now, these will not just be the typical live stream. I don't want to get on here and bore people to death with what I got because I'm maybe not as good of an entertainer as some of my buddies are, who can get on here and really keep these things going for hours. Um, I got some buddies. It's Joey and Stacy with SmackDown Catfishing. These guys, they can, man, they can really, really, really entertain. They know what you guys want to hear. They do such a good job on the show. I've been on the show numerous times, and they've really got it figured out. And I'm not maybe as good at that as they are. So what I want to do, when we are not out fishing, I want to be able to go live and bring you guys something that you may be helpful. Just as everybody else does. Um, I want to be able to get in a little bit more involved, let's say with uh, rigging, how to rig certain things and how to tie certain knots, and talk a little bit more about individual products, and be able to showcase some of the great products that we have in the catfish industry now. And I really want to be able to be a really, really personal with you guys as far as something that I could do to help, to give back. And we have we have some really good sponsors behind us, behind what we do, and we want to make this thing pretty special. So to make sure that we are, operating the way we need to be, I need to make sure that that our chat is able to go and able to thrive, that our internet connection is good. We're in the process of, call it, maybe it'll be the catfish room, but we're in the process trying to work out the kinks on getting us an actual specific room that if I want to have somebody come down and be on the show, you can actually come down here to Florida, sit down beside me at the table. We can put on a show. We can show off the products that I use, the products that you use, or new things on the market. We can talk about, all the nitty gritty, man. The tournaments, the people that don't fish tournaments. The weekend anglers that like to fish. Something that can help you put fish in the boat. That's where I want to go. I want to be able to be very, very personal with you guys. I want to give some people an opportunity to get down here, to be on camera, to sit at the same table with us, and got some pretty special people that are going to be able to get on here and be on with us. It gives people a chance to meet everybody. I think we can do some pretty special stuff. So that's kind of where we're going with this thing. So I want to make sure that when I come to you, that I can give you a good quality feed a good quality show. And, that we can just make sure that we're giving you good quality content all the way around. And we're still going to put our videos out. But as I said, sometimes it's hard to get on there. Chubby Cat Club. Hey, maybe. So we want to get on here. I mean, sometimes it's hard for me to go put out a video. I want to be able to come to you guys every month, every couple of weeks, maybe even every week. I'll let you guys tell me what you want and get on here. And I want to give everybody an opportunity, to get up here, man. If we can do it, I want to be able to bring people on camera, bring people down, and share what we've got going with everybody. So we're going to be in the process of making a studio to run a show out of. It's going to take some time. Won't happen overnight, but ultimately, it's gonna be something pretty fun. And I think we're going to be able to get a lot of really good information, really good products out there. And some of these products we're going to be able to get them to you maybe before they hit the market, which I think will be really nice. That being said, if there's anybody out there who has a company, runs, if you got a product or you got, a company and, you want to be part of this, don't hesitate to, send me a message. You can find me at Size Matters Fishing Facebook. Size Matters is one word. Fishing on Facebook. Send me a message on there. You can, leave me comments in here. A way to get up with you. I'll post an email probably this week for you guys to be able to send questions to. That's going to be another thing. I know that during the week, sometimes when you get on here and you get a lot of people in the chats, these things get to going so fast. So I want to give you a way to send your questions in early. If you have a question, if there's a topic that you want to go in depth on, I want you to be able to send me that topic. Say it's something specific, flathead fishing and cover. Say it is dragging baits for catfish or dragging baits with planer boards. Something really specific. Daniel, what's up, man? There's Team Size Matters is on here right now. My buddy's up here. Those are two names that will definitely be guys that will be on this show every week or every month as we get this thing going. Two really, really good catfishermen there. But that's what I want. I want you guys to be able to say, Chad, this is what we want to talk about. We want you to go in depth. And I want you to be able to send that in advance, months in advance, weeks in advance. Send those questions in, send those topics in, where you're struggling, and because I don't know all the answers, so I want to be able to go find the person in the catfish industry who can reach back to you. And when that person, we want to be able to find that person, no matter what it is. If it's that flathead guy that you need to know something about flatheads, we're going to go find the best flathead catfisherman to get on here and really give you that solid information, or find somebody in your area. Or if you think you have something to bring to the show, want to get you guys on here, we can do that. Oh man, if Aaron, old Bobby's a good one. We could get him on here very often. He could do a lot of. He's a very knowledgeable fisherman, and he will definitely be on this thing, frequently. So that's it. That's where we want to go with this thing. So so here are some things that I want you guys to do. First of all, if obviously most of the people that are on here probably already subscribed. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do subscribe. You guys reach out, man. When you get on the feed, hit the thumbs up button. Anytime we do a live feed or I post a video, please, leave me a comment so I know who you are, that that you're here, that that you're paying attention, and that you want to see more. And I want to bring you guys yeah, hit the bell, absolutely, so that when we'll get on. Um, Trust me, I take every comment to heart. I do my best to read them all. I do my best to comment on the videos back to everybody. Um, I'm pretty humbled. I speak to people quite often, and they'll leave a comment, every now and then on a video and say, "Hey, man, I've been watching your channel for 2 years," and they've never left a comment before. I had no clue, and it means so much, when people speak up and say, "Hey, I do watch the channel," um, and don't be scared. I mean, if there's something that I do that you guys don't like, reach out to me and let me know, how we want to change this thing. Here's what I will say: this channel will always be family friendly. Um, with 5 kids in my house and all of them that watch YouTube, I want you to know that if we're talking about catfishing or fishing in general, that you can have your son or your daughter sit in the chair with you, and that there's not going to be anything vulgar on here, any inappropriate, stuff. I love to catfish. Um, I love to fish in general. We do hunting, just stuff around the house. Um, but I want to always be positive. This is not a channel that I get on. I don't ever get on here and bash people, products, anything like that. We're always going to look for the good in things, good in people, and that's kind of what I can do. That's something that I do. I really enjoy when people send me a message and they say, "Hey, man, just let you know, man, I like following what you're doing, because you surround yourself with positivity, and that's a big thing. We all need to be able to kind of lift each other up. Everybody has rough days. Everybody has days that are tough. I had a phone call today from a really good friend of mine who, yeah, he had an incident uh, yesterday, and it was nothing major, something that bothered him. He called me and said, "Hey, man, man, I might have boogered up today. Just looking for a little advice to handle it. My feedback was, man, positivity. Hey, reach out to people and say, hey, I might have boogered up here, and it's on me. I want to fix it. Don't ever put the blame on other people, because look, I can't control what anybody else does, and you can't either. I can control what Chad does and what Size Matters Outdoors brings and what Size Matters Fishing brings. You know, we surround ourselves with those kind of people. So that being said, I'm very grateful for everybody that gets on here and follows this channel. I was extremely surprised the minute that I went live. I had 4, 5, 6 of y'all automatically jumped on, and it happened so quick. Obviously, I know that some of y'all have that notification bell. You pay attention to it, man. It's humbling. Um, so that being said, if you're in here, man, leave me a comment. What would be because I'm going to go ahead and put this in the vault. In the comments, tell me what you want to see in a weekly show. Um, is it Do you want to see hands-on rigging? Do you want to see product reviews? Do you want to go into kind of in-depth lectures, discussions, or seminars? I like to say a discussion because I'm going to read the comments as we're talking, and try to get feedback, about specific types of fishing. Kind of let me know what are the things that information that you're reaching out, and you're having trouble finding, because I want to go out there and be able to find that information and bring it to you in an atmosphere where you get to come back and forth with it, to figure things out. Because I can tell you, I've been catfishing for a while. When I first started catfishing, I didn't have a clue. I mean, to this day, I still don't have much of a clue, but I didn't have a clue. So I got, I went. Somebody was on the boat with me one day and accidentally caught like a 15-pound flathead. I used to bass fish. This is when I was a kid. Right out of high school, I thought bass fishing was a cool thing. And somebody was with me on the boat. They caught a 15-pound flathead, and I was like, oh, I've been fishing my whole life and I never caught a 15-pound bass. What am I doing? Bass don't grow big enough. I want more of those things. So I went out next day. I took 20 something bass rods out to the prison where I worked at. And I told them boys out there, I said, hey, $50 a rod. I sold every one of them on the back of my truck that morning. And I went to Walmart and bought some Tiger spin, really, spinning reels, and went and put some 20-pound Cajun red on it. And I'd have told you I'd catch any fish in the river. Yeah, hey, I didn't have a clue. I went to the deepest, darkest hole and put the biggest bait, and I'd sit there for all night. That's how I catfishing. And I had a couple of buddies, got to talk to, entered some tournaments, and got my tail tore up. I had some buddies that come to me and it's like, hey man, you struggled last night. And I said, yeah man, I sat down there in that hole that y'all always talk about. I said, yeah, there ain't no fish there, man. Yeah. The water's the water's this temperature and this time of the year. You need to get in the shallows, you need to get in the current seam, you need to get in the deep water, you need to get in the willows. And I was like, I just thought the catfish was going to be in the deep spot. So I took that and I started, asking those questions. And ultimately, I got to where I could catch a few catfish every now and and every now and then I accidentally do well in a tournament. Um, Not all the time. I struggle, as much as anybody else. I'm just an average person, man. I'm just an average fisherman, and I get out there. I went and bought me a boat that was comfortable to fish on, not because I'm a good fisherman, not because I think I'm anything special. I got me a boat that I could be comfortable fishing on all night. Um, that's why I have a relatively nice boat. I get my tail beat every single month by somebody in an older boat, something that's not as nice. Doesn't bother me a bit because I have a way that I like to fish, and sometimes I catch fish, sometimes I don't. But over the years, I've learned a little bit about it. So I'm getting in there, and I struggle. This tournament, I drag baits. This tournament, I go try to anchor. In this tournament, I do this, and then, man, I struggle. But at the end of the day, every now and then I find a good one, find a couple of right ones, do well. I'm able to compete. And on the days that I can't compete, I enjoy the camaraderie of getting out there with some of the best fishermen in the world, you know, and competing. Um, like I said, oh man, I've had tiger rods. Yeah, man, I used to, like I said, and we ran like 20-pound Cajun red mono that I thought I could catch anything in the river on that. You know what I mean? And uh, ultimately I changed the way that I fished, and so my tackle had to evolve, and now I have some of the best sponsors in the industry that help support what I do, and you know we gotta we gotta evolve, and that's the thing, man. And this catfishing's changing, and then there's still people to this day who go sit on the pontoon boat in the deepest spot of the river. They sit there all night long, cook hamburgers, and have them a good time. They catch fish. Whoop de do. They don't catch fish. Don't bother them a bit. And I'm one of those people too. I don't fish off the pontoon no more. I fish off a G3 Sportsman, and I enjoy it. So that's like I said. I definitely want to get out here. I want to be able to bring you guys more content. Our YouTube channel is great. We have over 600 subscribers on here now. I think we're getting close to 700. So I really excited. Would love to get to 1,000. Obviously that's a goal of a lot of people. That's a nice round number. We still got a long ways to go as far as getting watch time to get monetized and all. Look, I will probably never in a million years be a professional YouTuber. But what I do want to do is reach as many people as I can, and I can't do that without you guys. Can't do that without y'all sharing these videos and sharing the feeds. Just know that when you don't realize it, but when you share one of these videos to your Facebook, speaking of that, if any of y'all feel like sharing it now, go ahead. We'll be on here a little bit longer. I really want to test how this thing does over time to see if it starts lagging. So don't hesitate to share the feed to your Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or whatever your cup of tea is. Encourage people to get on here and hit the subscribe button. And let's try to reach a bunch of people and build this thing. The Size Matters family is growing. It's growing fast to me. Like I said, this will probably never be a full-time job. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I enjoy what I do Monday through Friday. I do construction. I work with a great company. I enjoy it. But I also look forward to posting videos. I look forward to these live feeds that'll be coming. We're going to get some really good guys in here. Dan and Daniel, those guys will be in here on a very often basis. And we're going to actually, like I said, we're going this thing. We're going to have a studio. And in that studio, when we do live feeds, we will not be at a bunch of different locations. We will be in that central studio, sitting at the table, shoulder to shoulder. You can pick our brains. You can ask different questions. We're going to get the people that you want in here. We're going to reach out to them. We're going to figure out a way to get them in here. We're going to pull out tackle boxes and go over what works for us, what works for you. If it's a Dell's 12-aught with a Kirby rig or a Livingston lure. I know you guys won't be able to hear that. That's a Livingston lure. That thing is lighting up. It chirps. It makes a noise. New to catfishing. New to me. Caught a few fish on it. We'll see how it goes. But we're going to go over a lot of things. Let's see. Yeah, Milton. You didn't miss it, buddy. You're still here. Um, so whatever it is you like to use, I got it. Peg floats, rattles. Anybody use rattles? Three-way swivels, regular barrel swivels, clips. You name it, we've got it. And I want to be able to show you guys exactly what I use. See what you use. That Dan just posted 678 subscribers. There you go. Let's get to 700 by next Friday. Let's do it. You get on there. Hey, y'all share the feed. Share the thing. Tell your friends, get on here. Tell them, hey, click subscribe. Come join the Size Matters family. I welcome everybody with open arms. Be sure they tell me when they get on here. Leave me a comment. Let the guys know. Look, we got Dell's tackle, pliers. Let me show you something. If y'all hadn't seen this, we'll get into this right now because I got you on here. But y'all go ahead and share the feed. I want to see y'all share it now. I don't know if you guys have these or not, but that's your Dale's tackle pliers. Needle nose pliers. They come with a lanyard on it. They do got they're spring loaded to open back up. Nothing like putting one of these set of pliers in a fish's mouth and having to put your hands in it trying to open them up. These are spring loaded. Open up. They got your line cutter on here. Got a little crimper on here. But the most impressive part is right here. I'm trying to see if you can see it. Right here. These pliers have a hook, a tip, a little point on them. So I got a three-way swivel here and a clip. Say this is a hook in that fish's mouth. Better yet, let's just show you a hook. These pliers right here makes them different is that hook is stuck down in that fish's mouth. You can take these pliers, put them in there, and you work it around till that hook is pointed upside down like that. You pull it down, and that peg right there, that peg, it hooks. And when you put them grips on it, and you got your horn right here, you got your trigger to not let them slip, that thing's going to hold on to that hook. And now that hook's backwards in his mouth. And when it pulls out, it'll pop it right out. It's a great product. It's 95% a normal pair of needle nose pliers. That horn on the end makes it 100% more effective. And you can get these at www.dalestackle.com. Dale's Tackle. Dan, if you're on there still, put a link in the comments. www.dalestackle.com. And I can tell you, if you guys can get by our next feed, if we got over 700 in here, we'll give a set of these away. So we'll do another feed this week. We get to 700 subscribers. We'll get in there. We'll give a set of Dale's tackle pliers away. And tell you, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a big Dale's tackle giveaway. I've been holding out on y'all. We ain't giving it away till we get to 1,000. But we'll get there. But you can tell your friends to come subscribe, and then you may get the chance to win a big Dale's tackle giveaway. Probably going to be the biggest one that's ever been done. And Dale may not even know that yet. But yours truly, I got a little bit of pull with Dale, believe that or not, because I was his very first pro staff when he started his company. The very first person that Dale's Tackle ever sponsored was Size Matters Fishing / Size Matters Outdoors YouTube channel, Chad Bailey. He's been a sponsor for years. We have grown our business together, and I'm proud to be there for him. He's proud to be there for me. And we're going to give away some of his stuff. Y'all can tell him if you want, or you can keep it a secret. But on this head channel and this new show, Dale's Tackle, we're going to make him go broke. We're going to give some stuff away. So maybe y'all like that. We're going to hook somebody up. Daniel, let's see. Daniel Tanner, love your channel, man. I'd love to see this channel blow up, man. I would too, man. And if it don't, it don't. Look, the Lord's got his plan for me, got his plan for this channel. I can tell you this. I love interacting with each one of y'all. I will say, Milton in the chat up here, Milton comments on almost every one of my videos, and me and him always, on near about every video, have a long conversation about fishing here on our local river. You know, and we have developed a relationship here on YouTube. You know, it's humbling. I really enjoy it. Let's see. Yeah, he will know soon. Yeah, he will. Like I said, let's get to 700 subscribers. We'll give away a set of pliers. We get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna make him give a dump truck full of stuff away. Just y'all don't tell him yet. So, does anybody in there have any questions before we get off of here this afternoon? Like I said, we've been on here for 36 minutes now. The internet seems to be holding out. I'm pretty pleased with it. Obviously, I'm out here in my shed. If you can't tell, I'm actually sitting in the driver's seat of my G3. We actually went on a rescue mission today for the second time in 2 weeks. I guess last week I had a real good friend of mine called me on a Saturday morning. He was way on down the river, had some boat problems, boat messed up on him, and needed a tow. So Saturday morning I got up, drove about 45 minutes by vehicle to the boat ramp he was at, then drove about 20 minutes by boat to get to where he was at, and then it took us about an hour and a half to tow him back, and then almost like I said, 45 minutes or an hour to drive home. Went and towed him back last week. I do not run a towboat company, but I'm there if somebody calls. That's been me out there floating in circles down the river before, and it's a bad feeling. It's a real good feeling when you see somebody that you know come around the corner with a rope. This morning, had another buddy of mine call. He said, how far are you from Weewall, Gaskin Park? So I'm 20, 30 minutes there. I said, I'm right here at my house. Man, I loaded up. I went down there this day. He was at work. He was actually calling on behalf of another buddy who I did not know. And he said, is there any way that you can get down there and you can go down there and pick them up? So, yep. So we drove down there this morning. A couple of people that I'd never met before. We went down there, pulled them back. Very humble, very appreciative. That's something that I hope everybody does. I was a member of the volunteer fire department for 5 years, and I got used to helping people. I've always wanted to lend a helping hand, but I did it with the fire department for a few years. And I've got that in me for over the years, and I can tell you, man, I don't care if I'm at my house, if I'm sleeping, if I'm in a tournament, if I'm joy fishing. If I can safely stop what I'm doing and get to you and help you, I'm gonna do it. You know. Yeah, Daniel, it's like that, man. Sometimes. Oh yeah, Dan's another one. Dan hit a log one night, and on the river, it was just a few miles from me. But I had two boys, my two of my sons, sleeping in the bottom of the boat in the middle of a tournament, in the middle of the night, and got a phone call, stopped what we was doing. We cut lines, went there, said his boat was going down. We got there. Luckily they had made it to safety. But in the middle of a tournament, we stopped what we're doing, go help somebody. Funny thing is, the night that Dan had an issue with his boat, it was a major issue. Like I said, stopped what we were doing, man. Went up there, helped him out, drove him to another boat ramp to get his truck, and got him straight. They they went on about their business. Luckily, safe. We went back, tied up to another spot, started fishing again, and another buddy called me from the opposite river system up there. Stopped what we was doing, went up there and took him a spare battery to get his boat cranked, get him back to shore. You know, it's just one of those things that it don't seem like it's a big deal. Sometimes it could even be aggravating until it's you, and you're gonna wish somebody would stop what they're doing to go help your butt. Oh yeah, Lake Seminole, any lake, any lake can get super dangerous super fast. Just recently the Sea Arc Invitational, which they would not let me fish in my G3, or I would have went up there and fished it, but they frown on G3s fishing that event, which I guess I can understand. So if Scott Turnage, if you're out there and we need a G3 Invitational, you let me know. I'll be there. Um, they had some boats with some major issues. A couple boats I think went down. I don't know what the count was. I know one of them for sure. 2 years ago at Winter Blues, um, we was up there, and I think we had 3 boats sink that day. And like I said, it can be you. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's true, Dan. You got that boat and that battery. So I guess I won't charge you for that battery, seeing as you've done quite a bit of work for me, and I think I got probably some bunch of your stuff too. So hey, batteries on the house. Hey, no, so I actually, as a matter of fact, in Winter Blues, I don't remember if it was that same year or the year before. One of those years we had to tow somebody back. It may have been last year, maybe in the year that the water was bad. No, I don't think. I think it was the year before because my wife was there. So it'd been like 3 years ago. Uh, Winter Blues. Dan was there. We had to. So funny story. Boat broke down the river. Had some issues. So he calls a buddy to come pick him up. So the buddy drove back across the lake, pick him up, and is towing him back about 10 miles back to the boat ramp. His boat runs out of gas. So then they call us. So we go and tow both boats back. We missed the weigh in. Wasn't able to weigh in fish. That's okay. We didn't have nothing to weigh in. But it happens like that. Come here. Introduce y'all to a special guest. This here, what's your name? This is Addison Harper Bailey. This is my only daughter. So y'all be sure to give her a thumbs up. Now, Addison has told me that she would like to be one of the co-hosts of the show. So if you guys want to see Addison on the show, y'all let us know in the comments and we'll make her one of the co-hosts. Maybe the boss lady. What do you think? You could be the producer and all and tell all of us what to do.
Okay, I'll boss y'all around.
She'll boss us around. So Addison is actually a very good fisherwoman. She she still has not caught a big catfish, but she is the brim master. Um, every time we go brim fishing, Addison catches. She outfishes everybody. So the host, yeah, I think you're right. She probably wouldn't be the co-host. She'd probably be the star. She would probably be the star of the show. So, what do you think? Tell them something. Tell them about fishing. What's your favorite part of fishing? What's your favorite kind of fish to catch?
Brim.
brim?
Yes.
Do you like to catch them tight lining, or do you like to catch them on a cork? She likes to catch them on. Do you like using crickets or worms?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Do you bait your own hook?
No.
You put your own worms on there.
I don't like crickets.
She don't like crickets. Okay. But that's okay. You are not kidding. She is. Tell them something else. The whole world is watching. Millions and millions of people. Actually, 7. But Mr. Dan and Mr. Daniel's on here. You can tell Sassy, hey. Well, it's getting late. We are going to have to. My wife was she had a photo shoot. She does photography. She runs a photography business. And she had a photo shoot in Tallahassee today. So she's on her way back. So I guess I'll need to go on in and start getting all these children's bathed and ready for dinner. Guess you can do your hair in the camera, huh? See yourself. Tell them, Daddy do your hair? Huh? You tell them Daddy can do hair? Huh? And Daddy surprised her, put her hair in a ponytail earlier. She didn't think I could. So, anyways, we're going to get off of here. We're going to go inside, get ready, get us some baths, get ready for dinner. I appreciate everybody getting on here and hanging out. Y'all be ready. We're going to do some really special stuff on this channel. Like I said, send me a message. Leave me a comment on here. Send me a message on Facebook. Size Matters Fishing on Facebook. And tell me what you want to see, and we're going to bring it to you. So we're going to get off of here. And I did not do the vacuum trick. When she asked me to do her hair, the first thing she said was, and don't pull the vacuum out this time. Because I have done her hair with the vacuum before. So she told me not to do it this time. But Daddy slicked it all back and pig tied it, didn't I? All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you next time.